The Department of Communication Studies at the University of Cape Coast UCC has launched its maiden newsletter with the goal of training their students to leave school with employable skills. As the act of writing characterizes the courses that are taught in the department, the newsletter is also to encourage students to practice what they learn in the classroom. In his address at the launch, the head Department of Communication Studies at the University of Cape Coast, Professor William Kudum GC, urged students of the department to take up the challenge of publishing a piece on the newsletter, since it will be a requirement for all students of the department.
In the newsletter, before you receive your grade, don't think you are being victimized for something you have done. No, it is a departmental requirement, and as a department, just as a lecturer can decide to give a term paper instead of end of semester examination, there are several modes of assessment. So if the lecturer decides that I'm going to make my course practical, publish what you have in the G, we are going to support that. And so please cooperate with the department. This is a novel activity, and we want to ensure that we push it higher and higher and higher.
Meanwhile, according to some students of the department, apart from the newsletter promoting creative writing, they believe it will help improve their CVs and also go a long way in promoting the visibility of the department.
We witnessed the launch of our department's newsletter, and I'm actually excited about it. It actually enlightens me because at the end of the day, in the future times, we are going to use this newsletter as reference points for most of the job applications or anywhere we find ourselves. Even if we put it in our CVs, our workers or the people at the place will go into our newsletters to find out the works that we've done personally. And I feel that is really a great job.
It's a dream come true for our association and department to come up with this newsletter, which is not going to be a letter that is going to end in no time, but it is going to be one which will train and also expose our students to the requisite skills needed for their job market. So I call everyone on board to also come so that together we can put the name of our department in a bigger picture and also in a higher pedestal that will work for us all.
Since we are communication students and been doing a lot of writings, this will help our students who are really interested in writing, especially the print aspect, go fully into print, fully into writing news letters, creative writing and everything. So I think it will go a long way to help our people. It will go a long way to help the bloggers in the association. I think we have bloggers in the association who have been wanting an opportunity like this. So I think this will go a long way to help them to exhibit or unearth their writing potentials.
The newsletter, which is titled The Due, was put together by Dr. Daniel Edemajovi, Miss Eunice Shen, and Master Andrew Donko. They serve as the editorial team. In an interview with ATLFM News at the launch, Dr. Ajovi, who is the lead of the editorial team, explained the reason behind the title of the newsletter.
This idea, virtually I would say it came from me, but I got a lot of support from others. That is why we are able to have the launch today successfully. But this is something that is long overdue. As communication studies students, we specialize in several areas. If you want to be a PR person, then research and writing should be key to you. So we thought that we should have a platform for our students so that they can exhibit their talents. This is the only platform they can make mistakes and be corrected, because when they go out there, there's no room for such mistakes. So we have created the Due newsletter platform, basically for the students to exhibit their talent. Also, it is serving as a news outlet for the Department of Communication Studies to actually exhibit whatever happens in the department. And we want to sell ourselves, So the Due newsletter is here to stay. It will grow bigger and better. Thank you.
The news team also caught up with Miss Eunice Shen, and this was what she had to say about the project.
The idea of the newsletter came up, Dr. Juvier teamed up with me concerning how we would bring that idea into fruition. So we started putting one and two together, stringing ideas here and there. And by God's grace, today, here we are. The due newsletter has been duly launched, and we give all thanks to God Almighty for making this day possible. And the whole idea behind the due newsletter is to inspire students to be creative with what they do, and also it's a way that we have formalized in terms of making students, merge the academics with what they do in practicality. It's a way of giving them the opportunity to showcase their talents and showcase also the skills that they are getting, putting them into practice. So I think on the whole, it's a very good initiative, and we are happy that today it has been duly launched.
For TVUCC News, my name is Onesifera Sobobi.